This is your basic field point. It's one of a number of designs. They're designed specifically for target shooting, target archery. You've got a screw thread and the washer, so they'll screw into the arrow shaft. It's designed purely to penetrate a straw target, stick in so you can see where you've hit. Fairly simple anatomy there, not designed to cause major bleeding, hemorrhaging, or to do anything other than just stick there. The solid broadhead, as we can see, and we got an 11mm entry wound with this. That's the maximum point between two of the three blades. Cutting into flesh, quite a deep penetration with that, and again it will do more damage. Again, the same mounting with the screw thread, and it will do more damage than the field point, but as we can see the blades aren't particularly big. It is not going to allow us to have much room for error, so to speak. But if you're targeting major blood vessels, you're going to have to be pretty accurate with something as small as that. Now the modern broadhead, we can see it is significantly wider, as we said in our test, 31mm entry wound, and the wound channel there is going to be much less forgiving for the beast. It's going to take it down that much more quickly. Again, exactly the same mounting mechanism. You've got a knurled area there to help you tighten it up. These blades are sharpened. It wouldn't take a lot to cut yourself with that, and a very, very sharp needle point on the end. Again, they're designed to go in and cause quite a wide cavity and extensive internal bleeding to bring the beast down as quickly and humanely as possible. We can see they have cut out sections to enable to be that little bit lighter, which means our blades can be wider and still maintain the around 100 grain weight most of these broadheads seem to be. There are other designs out there that have the blades on springs that only deploy on impact, and various other. Okay, so we can see the effect. We've got the field point. This is a piece of 2mm veg tanned leather. It's the stuff I use to make the belts, bags and knife sheaths, all of that business. So it's decent strong stuff, and we wanted to do a bit of a penetration test just to see the difference in the wound entry track that we can see in the various arrowheads. As we say, broadheads kill for a reason, and this is a really good way of demonstrating that. It sounds like a motorboat going uphill. So with our field point, we're a little bit off with the targeting. It's barely penetrated the hide. It was just across the straw target there, the standard archery target, and we can see it's left just a small entry hole there when we withdrew the arrow. And that's why when stupid people go hunting with the inappropriate kit, you wind up with suffering wildlife with arrows and crossbow bolts through them. And that's why bow hunting is illegal in this country, because people are really too dumb to churn oxygen into carbon dioxide. With the solid broadheads that comes with some of the kits, we can see it's a slightly larger hole, and we can clearly see where the blades have cut. That's a solid one. It's a very similar design to some of the medieval stuff, but we can clearly see now why the hunting arrowheads, the far more modern broadhead arrowheads, do so much damage and do bring game down effectively. We can see where the blades have cut through, made a nice triangular hole through, and if you can imagine that going into a beast, a well placed shot will sever several major blood vessels and organs beneath. Also, with the arrow still sticking out of the beast, should it run, and even a dead shot deer run with a perfect placement with a bullet, that arrow is moving around inside and it's slicing and dicing.